Now, when you're looking at the multiple wives conversation, it's a clear situation where you have um, of the American laws talking about that you can only have one wife, and the laws are just crooked because when you look at the Indians in 1865, they had 7 wives, 4 wives, 5 wives, and these American uh, red dragons, they said that they had to get rid of their wives and only keep one wife. Okay, but when you go into the laws of God, God allowed in His law men to have as many wives as they could. You see, they was all issued out a portion of land, and they could collect how many wives they wanted to collect. And so this is how you can tell that these people are the adversary of God. Because even like with Drake, for instance, he has millions of dollars, and he has many women that would marry him at a drop of a dime, no matter how many wives he had. And so, but here in America, it would be illegal for him to do this if he was to try to do this legally, or have marriage certificates with all of these women. It would be illegal, you see? And so this is how we can see that this society is set up by the adversaries of God. These individuals are against God, and they hate His laws and His structure, and they pander to women so they can pretty much destroy men because they're also against men. That's like telling a corporation who's, say the corporation is a bread company and they want to make bread and sell it. That's like they telling this corporation, well, we know you want to make bread and everything, but you can only have 2 employees. You see, now these 2 employees is gonna take them a while to complete the job. But if they had 20 employees, they can complete the job in a more efficient way. So they pretty much using law to destroy the business of men, or keep these men business struggling where it's not gonna prosper, where they can stay in control of the situation. They can keep a ceiling on how far an individual can go in their prosperity. You see, you can only support their businesses and their situations that they have established. And so this place is not made for men. This place is maintained for the companies that's already established, and companies uh, is not going to let other uh, companies outdo them. That's why they getting a lot. They're making it hard for a lot of the mom and pop businesses, a lot of the small businesses. They're making it hard for them because the major corporations, they want to maintain the dominance in the business world. And it's the same thing with the marriage situation. If these men can get these women, get multiple wives in their household, they will be able to prosper. That's another thing. The little man who don't have no uh, game, or he don't have no attraction, he now can get him a woman because all of the women are not flocking to the successful men. See, it's really was the men creating this law so these little nobodies, uh, unsuccessful, unskilled, unattractive men can get a woman. This is and this makes sense to them because that's another thing that when you talk about men, they say they want a dog. Most women want dogs, tall, dark, and handsome. So now, if that's the case, and we let these men have multiple wives, the tall, dark, and handsome men gonna get all the women, and all of us little short, white, and nerdy men are not gonna get no women. You see, so the law is just it's always catered to the dominant society, the ones who's running the society. They done catered the law and engineered the law to fit them. But the creator of all things, he did not make a law where men had to have just one wife. See, that's a lie that's been propagated uh, by the main society through their religious institutions that they set up, because the law was never destroyed, and that was a natural law. It just was being um, uh, proclaimed by the Israelites. See, but this was a natural law that was made just like in the animal world. In the animal world, men have, males have more than one female that they mate with. The lion has many lioness. You see, the gorilla, he has many uh, female gorillas that he's mating with. See, in the animal world, it's the same hierarchy and the same situation where this dominant male has more than one female that he's uh, multiplying with or reproducing with. And so these people have wicked laws. Let's get into a couple of scripts. Isaiah 10 and 1, it says, "Woe," meaning destruction, "unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." See, those decrees goes into laws, "and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." So this is what America does when it's writing these laws that's just wicked, and it's unrighteous laws, because this is not how God set up the world for Salakia, to put limitations on how many wives a man can have. Look at Isaiah 4 and 1. It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." So in the future, men will have more than one wife. See, it's a clear situation. Now, there's another one that talks about the laws that these people write. I think it's 94:16 in Psalms. It say, no, not 16, 94, and let's see here, 94. Salakia, let me run into this verse real quick. Okay, I think it's at the bottom. Oh, there it is, 20. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with you?" See, that throne of iniquity talking about the kingdom of the man of sin. Second Thessalonians, the second chapter talks about the man of sin, which is America and the so-called white man. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with you, which frameth mischief by a law? See, this is what they do. They frame mischief by a law. They use the law to oppress people. And let's get Daniel, and I'm going to close out. Daniel chapter 7, verse 25 talks about America and the kingdom of these so-called white people. It says, verse 25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And this one man, one woman stuff is how he changed the law. Let's get a couple of these laws real quick. For Exodus 21 and 10, it says, if he take him another wife, her food, raiment, and duty of marriage shall not be diminished. See, if he take him another wife. Deuteronomy 21 and 15. It says, if a man have two wives, see, one beloved and another hated, now it goes into the inheritance of the children, but two wives, see, it was legal for a man to have another wife, to have two wives. Abraham had another wife. He got with his slave girl. Jacob had two wives, and the two wives gave the slave girl to Jacob to be wives, to have children from him. And so this is what was natural until these people change the laws and they make it grievous. Now all of the relationships are being predicated and broken up off of some woman talking about, oh, he cheated on me, he got with another woman, oh, he cheated on me, and he want to marry another, he trying to marry this other woman, and they jealous over what this man doing with other women. And that wasn't the case. There's only one law of jealousy in the Bible, and it's towards a woman dealing with some other man, not a man dealing with another woman. There's no law of jealousy towards the man, where the woman is jealous and she go to the high priest and let's go ahead and get that real quick. The woman is jealous and she go to the high priest and tell the high priest, my husband got another woman and he think he with another woman. No, that's only on the male side. The women had to be with one man, have a be in monogamous relationships, and the men could be polygamous. Numbers 5 and 29, it said, this is the law of jealousies. When a wife go aside unto another instead of her husband, she is defiled by that situation. That husband go to the high priest and tell the high priest that this lady is going off. She is breaking the law. See, not a man, never a man. But in America, this is not, the woman can go to the courthouse, she can get the court system to give her something due to this man trying to deal with another woman. What they call it, infidelity. See, this is not in the scripture. This is from the devil and Satan, the so-called white man. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash. Shalom.